TSSF
What's going on, everyone? I am vlogging. Let's try to make this a real walk and talk session. I am going to be going to a place called Swan Lake like I did the first episode. Hopefully you won't hear me huffing and puffing too much, and I'm gonna try my best to record the whole way. I'm gonna take my glasses off. It is sunset now, and we are going to enjoy the sunset at Swan Lake. We're going to go through the little park here. There's a cop place right up here. There's a little path here that people can use. Interesting fact about this path, it's called a Lockside Trail. And that's to a trail called the Galloping Goose. Now, the Galloping Goose is about 40 kilometers long. It goes from, I think, downtown Victoria all the way to, like, where? North of Souk? If you look at it on a map, it actually is a very long trail. I rode my bike along it once about, 13 years ago? Ooh, there's something down there. 13 years ago, and it was kind of scary because the way the trail goes, it starts off maybe around the south end of Vancouver Island, and it goes central. Lose my breath already. Oh, look at that, a homemade bird cage or birdhouse. That's cute. I should probably turn up my... Can I turn up my exposure? I'm not sure. Let's just set it on auto. Okay, so we got somebody camping out over here. Anyways, to get back to it, oh, that's a rock. That's cool. The trail starts from it goes from downtown Victoria to about uptown area, splits off to the Galloping Goose and Lockside Trail. If you go west on the Galloping Goose, it goes past Langford, and then it goes to Souk, and it starts going north. So when I when I first moved to Victoria, I actually rode my bike along there, 40 kilometers. I was in way better shape back then. And look at that. Beautiful. I knew I was in trouble when I noticed the sun was setting to the left of me. So I'm like, wait a second, that means I'm going north. Which means I was going up into the mountains. My original destination was Souk, but anyone who lives here knows Souk is not a very populated area. So it's actually really, this is explaining that during spring there's like a little orange sludge that comes around here, usually around here. Anyways, yeah, Souk was not easily distinguishable along the trail, or I just wasn't paying attention, which is very possible as well. So I turned around and it got dark. I'm in at about 20 kilometers, so I must have rode my bike 60 kilometers that day. Not in shape at that time either, but not as bad as I am now. And let's just say once I got back to Langford, I took the bus back. That was fun. Got a good leg workout that day, that's for sure. Anyways, let's talk. What do you think constitutes a remaster or a restoration, uncompressed What do you think we should call it? I think we need more than one designated word. I'm gonna slow down a bit. More than one designated word. The reason is because I have just seen another restoration happen that I was not actually aware of. That restoration took the Super Nintendo samples and made them better. Now I can't remember exactly what restoration it was. It was on the Church of Condo website, Church of Condo YouTube. Oh my god. Heart is racing, sorry. Whew. I got a new mic coming, so when I start doing this, I'm gonna mute it when I'm huffing and puffing. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. When we get to the ducks, you'll love it. Anyways, Church of Condo for a remaster of a Plock song. That's what it was. This was only a couple days ago. Now, would you call it a restoration? I'm not criticizing the song. It was really well done. I really liked it. But would you call it a restoration if it's not using samples from the original? Or would you call it more, when I say original, I mean the original synthesizers? Or would you rather call it a restoration when it is? I don't know exactly what I want to call things. I've been criticized for calling it uncompressed, which I also criticize. I've also been criticized for calling it unedited, which technically means it's the samples before they were edited before, we're going down, before Super Nintendo or PlayStation. And there's also just remaster in general. So I've been calling my remasters / restorations because most of the samples. Well, here's another thing. Would you rather use these samples? It's so pretty. From the original, from their full patch with all the other samples in it, or would you want to just use the samples unedited, but the main sample that was recorded, as opposed to the full instrumental bank or patch? Woo. Here, watch that. I'm gonna puff and puff over here. This is pretty. I wish I got here a little earlier. The sun would have been a little bit higher. But we're about to get to the water. So I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I think maybe a restoration / remaster is a good way of putting it. Whew. Out of breath. I used to be able to do this, no problem. Time to start jogging, yo. See, I'm doing this because I destroyed my body during COVID. I basically did nothing. I'm gonna try to avoid videoing the jogger. Destroyed my body during COVID when I was staying home the entire time. Literally, I would be done my day job, walk 2 steps, go into my bed, lay down, and be like, oh, it's a day. What is that? It's like a caterpillar, which is weird because don't they come out in the spring? But yeah, Ooh, there's a little trail over here. Wonder where that goes. Dun, dun, dun. I'm not going there. I got my Sigma 16 mil. Sigma 16 millimeter f1.4. Might have to turn the f-stop up just to get a little bit more light in. Right now I got ISO running automatic, which probably isn't good, but it is what it is. There's a house over there. Can you imagine living in this beautiful paradise? Ooh. There's a moon in the sky. Anyways, give you an update on Chrono Trigger. I was working on Corridors of Time last night. Ooh, almost ate some bugs. There's another one of those things. I don't know what that is. Interesting. Working on Corridors of Time last night. Posted on Twitter saying that due to my reputation, I have to make sure this is perfect. Then I started wondering, what's perfect? Take a minute. Look at the swamp over there. So, question. What is perfection? Is perfection making sure you got the best sample, or is perfection using the full patch? And that's a full restoration. You have to start wondering, like, what's a restoration, right? So that's my question. Do I want to, I'm almost there anyway. Do I want to treat it like a restoration? Or do I want to, you know, just treat it to be the best synthetic origins I can make it? I'm thinking the latter. Because it's really hard to classify what's perfect, and you're not going to be able to make everybody happy. So my biggest concern right now is to make myself happy. Oh, there's people over there. Come on, don't you guys know that I wanted to be secluded? Ooh, that's pretty. Really hard to turn this video. I need to get a monitor for this thing. That's so pretty. Ooh. Welcome to Swan Lake. I hope I don't drop my camera in the water. My gosh. I hope this is gonna come through in the video as pretty as it is in real life. Because my gosh. I don't think I've ever actually been here during sunset. Look at all that bird poo. Birds of the lake. Here's the QR code in case you want to look up on it. And here's a little heart because love. Oh man, look at that. Wow. Yeah, so that is my conundrum. Let me turn my f-stop up. It's a little bit too high. Ooh, look at that. Turn it down, you can see all the dynamic range. You can't see it, but those people over there are fighting with a ton of little birds. Little ducks. I don't know if this will be able to zoom in, but it's worth a try. What's up, ducky? Oh, you can't see it, but look at the reflection of the moon in the water. Look at those crows. Oh, out there. Yeah, they're playing with the ducks over there. We got more people, more visitors. You can't really go wrong with this view. How's it going? So that's my conundrum. I don't know what I'm gonna call this. I think what I'm gonna do for Quarters of Time is use the one sample for the sitar, because I had one comment on the old video saying, is there a reason why you're leaving that dissonant note in there? So they obviously didn't appreciate that sound in there. It would be more accurate to use the original Super Nintendo sample, or at least the source of that. Sup, ducky? Yeah, it would be more accurate to use the original Super Nintendo sound. And then you've got some sounds like the, oh my gosh, what else? Okay, so we got the gamelan sample from the Corgam one in there. We got the choir awe, which I'm also using just the one sample because the entire choir, even though it sounds great on this, is inconsistent with what I'm doing with the rest of the soundtrack. And then you've got the bass, which instead of using the one sample, I'm using the entire bank 4 as well. What's up? I don't got food. Don't attack me. The original percussion samples are all there. They're all mono. Bass samples in stereo. I might turn that to mono. That's pretty much it. So I think I'm gonna call it a restored or remaster / restoration album. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do yet. But we'll swap back. But that's the plan. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna cut it. I didn't realize I've been recording this entire time. Actually, yes, I did, because I have been. Thanks for taking a walk with me on this journey. Maybe next time I can get somebody to do it with me. Oh, what is that, cotton? That's cotton. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I'll see you guys. Like and subscribe if you want. If you don't want to, it's all good. Just thanks for dropping by. And Final Fantasy VI. We'll start posting those maybe up next week. I gotta find time to make a template for it. Alright guys, we will call it. Have a great night. Hopefully I can get this up tonight, this evening. What is today's date? October 3rd or 4th or something. I don't know, it's Monday. Okay guys, have a good night. Ooh, almost tripped. Wouldn't that have been fun on video? See ya! How do I stop this thing?